Do you want to become a PLC programmer? Are you unsure of your skills? Do you want to become a world-class PLC programmer? Hello, my name is Paul. I'm with Logix Magazine. And if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn all about building a career in automation, maybe you want to travel the world, work with cutting-edge tech, lead million-dollar projects, and earn a high 5-6-figure income, then subscribe to this channel and hit the bell and you'll be notified every time we release a video. So let me say this to you in case nobody else has ever said it to you. You can become a world-class PLC programmer. In this video, you're going to learn how to become a world-class PLC programmer. While you're not going to learn everything there is about programming in this video, you are going to learn what it takes to become one of the smartest, most skilled, and best paid programmers in any company in the world. And the path to your success is best started when you're a beginner, as it is so much easier to learn new skills and habits than to break bad ones. So let's have a chat. What's world class look like? Let's start with this. It's noticeable, and you will know it when you see it. It's not something you can buy. You cannot watch a video and magically acquire it. It starts inside you. You must believe that you can do it, and that you absolutely want to do it. And even more importantly, you must want to earn it, because you will receive nothing you don't work for. No one is given world-class status. It's not a degree. It's not a license bestowed upon you, and it's most certainly not inherited. It's developed. It's where talent and action merge. So where do you begin? If getting real damn good at something in this lifetime means something to you, then listen up. For one, you gotta believe there are more people who have acquired the skill to literally perform at an incredible level. They have the skill to excel with concepts, problems, algorithms, and systems beyond what seems like mere mortals. Or so it would seem. Truthfully, they're good because they've earned it. They put in the work to acquire the phenomenal looking skills. And guess what? If you follow their formula, you can do the exact same thing. You can indeed become stuff of legend. And this video is going to share with you how it's done. Okay? I call it the formula of 5 1s. All right. So the formula I'm going to share with you, I got from a business coach, Taki Moore, and his Black Belt business coaching. And it's a collection of 5 best pieces of advice there is to get real stinking good at anything. However, the interesting part about this formula is that they work seamlessly together. The true secret to greatness lies, well, let's get back to where we were. The true secret to greatness lies in finding a proven formula that is simple to follow and execute with easy, measurable, quantifiable results you can acquire along your journey. In short, it basically needs to work with real end results. All right, so the first 5.1 that we have is one time. Okay, so what am I referring to? I'm referring to the time of a clock. As anybody who's ever tried to start a new weight loss or workout routine has ever discovered, it's tough to find the time to do it. Finding time is the most common challenge for anyone who has a hobby, who wants to lose weight or learn something new. The secret used by every single successful person who ever got good at anything was to practice a lot. Now, I'm sure you don't need to hear me say this. I would bet you've heard it before. But it's how they studied. It's how they studied. They didn't study or practice like they did when they were in high school, studying for a math quiz. Instead, a world-class professional levels up the way they learn, the way they absorb the information. You can't do what got you here and use it to get where you want to go next, as the saying goes. It's going to take a different approach, or you're going to get the same results. You're going to have to do things differently. You're going to have to learn differently. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat differently or find more time for a hobby. To find more time for a hobby, you're going to have to move things around in your schedule and do things differently. And this, learning PLC programming, is no different. Make the time. A pro in training who has decided to make a commitment sets a time every day to do something, to move them along towards their goal. The time is sacrosanct. It's your religion. It's what keeps you breathing. That's how committed to this time you need to be. Nothing, and I mean nothing, should get in your way. Set the time to practice every day for at least an hour. Every day, 365 days a year. Now, there's a lot of ways you can study. All right? You can read, you can code, you can use a pencil and paper, but work on it every single day. And if you say, well, I don't have time to work on it because I have family commitments, make time and be more efficient with the time that you have to give to your family, so you do not feel that guilt when you're working, taking an hour or so to work on your skill set. All right, very important to do. All right, let's go back. All right, one platform. Second step in this formula is to decide to concentrate in only one programming platform, using one platform at a time. This is probably the most important decision you can make, and most likely to catapult you into legendary status as a programmer. Learning one program is a monumental accomplishment. Do not even try to learn more than one platform, in my opinion. Even more importantly is the fact that once you learn one brand, you will discover that all the other platforms operate similarly. Okay? You can break basic programming with a platform into a couple of sections. The first would be to become extremely familiar with every aspect of the software, installing, updating, maneuvering around in it, download the manuals for the software, make notes, memorize as much as you can. Make notes on cards and have friends draw you. Hang notes throughout the house, master every option, clickable link, and variable regarding the software. Now, it's going to be tough. Start with the most common tasks and become intimately familiar with them. So they say that it could take 64 to 65 times practicing something before you sink it into your brain. That is a number that the Blue Angels jet pilots use as a benchmark for training. 65 repetitions to get one thing down pat. Okay, very important. Then move on to learning each instruction, and again, memorize as much of this as you can. Get extremely familiar with how every instruction is built and used. Now, I'm not saying every instruction on that platform. The most commonly used instructions, for example. Now, before you think I'm crazy, keep this in mind. You're not looking to get okay at programming. You are looking to become legendary, world class. Also, keep this in mind. Even if you never use some of the instruction, it's the practice of learning and drilling and repetition that you are hammering into your soul. Very important. Also think about this. Sooner or later, you're going to compete against others for a job opening at a company. Work harder than anyone else. Never let it be said that someone else got the job because you didn't work hard enough or long enough or know enough. Do this with everything you want to learn, and you will be the best programmer anyone has ever known. All right. third point. One resource. So what do I mean by that? This is an important one. One of the other biggest challenges with learning anything these days is not being able to find someone who knows what you want to learn. But it's information overload instead. Even for those students taking an online or offline course, regardless of what it is, martial arts, programming, graphics. With the internet, it easily becomes addicting to search the internet and find some new tip, trick, or technique that skews you away from following a curriculum. And a good curriculum is really a steady, methodical approach to graduating you through a body of knowledge. Instead, what happens is a learner ends with a shotgun results. They don't get a comprehensive base of knowledge that leads to solid skills. Instead, they usually end up becoming a one tip or trick pony, someone who can do some of the work but has lots of gaps, making them costly to complete their training, or at worst, dangerous to leave alone on a project. Do your homework and find one highly reputable, reliable resource to acquire your training from. Stay away from learning from multiple sites. You know that you cannot fix a car with too many mechanics. Everyone's got an opinion, and in the end, with today's car as an example, there's only so much elbow room or time to get the work done. So research a good program to take, a good mentor to work with, and stay focused with starting only one program and finish it. Don't be the type of person who starts and stops a dozen online programs and doesn't complete any of them. You're working to become a professional, someone who can stay focused, make commitments, and complete a job. Very important. One measure. To me, this is a critical section of this formula. Actually, it would be what you can use. It will be what you can use to secure your very first job opportunity if you follow this advice. This alone can literally make you or break you. So pay close attention and follow along. Along the way, and at times throughout your career, you're going to want to have a way to measure your skill and performance. And the only way that I know you can do that is to set up an online portfolio and ask everyone you come across in your profession to review your work and give you their feedback. Now let's start with the portfolio. If you haven't been a subscriber of Logix Magazine, or if you have been, you will know that I am a huge advocate of building a portfolio. I make no secret of the fact that I believe there is no more single valuable thing you can do to grow your career than to create a powerful portfolio filled with projects that you have completed. You know, resumes that's yesterday. Funny as the phrase is, it is true to a degree. Telling will never trump showing. And that's what we're trying to do with a portfolio. Now that alone is enough to help you become a world-class programmer. Because what you're going to do is you're going to need this feedback. You're going to need feedback from industry professionals who are allowed by you to be critical, objective, but supportive of your career growth. It's having a pool of professionals who is willing to share a few minutes of their time to review your work and share their immeasurable knowledge to help you. And, you know, often it's free. They're willing to give you that feedback for free. Now, professionals don't mind giving away a few minutes here and there on occasion. So always be on the lookout to add to a growing pool of professionals who can serve as mentors in some capacity. Keep in mind that you must do the work and take the advice serious. And most importantly, never lose their trust once you get it. Now, think ahead to a year from now, right? So let's say you have several programs posted online and you have had several professional programmers review your work, and maybe you've been blessed with a few testimonials about how your work has progressed over the year. I'm telling you, there's no greater way to measure your progress than this. So the final step. 1 year. Yep, I said it. 1 year. It's a year from today, and as I said, let's say you have over a dozen programs and HMI designs posted, along with a dozen electrical prints and a few videos you created to showcase some work you've done. A year, just 1 year, following this 5-part formula with extreme diligence, your skill, knowledge, and ability will literally be on the cusp of world class. Now imagine you stayed true and worked on following this formula for 5 years or 10 years or more. Your career opportunities would be incredible and your future would be in your hands. You would have proven how to learn anything, how you best absorb anything, where and who the best resources in your industry are. The industry's top professionals will know who you are, and many would have reviewed your work and might have even recommended you for opportunities, or at least would have shared a few testimonials regarding your work. You would have learned how to showcase yourself. You would be ready to talk to anyone about your work and any opportunity they may have for you. Your confidence would be through the sky, maybe even a little cocky. The value of one's work, 1 year's work, that you would build in skill, networking, and confidence and all-around ability would be nothing more than remarkable and way the hell above anything your competitors are doing. In fact, it could be considered legendary, if not world-class. In addition, you'll have a system to do anything at a world-class level. So this is Paul with Logix Magazine. I encourage you to follow this 5.1 formula to become a world-class PLC programmer. So until next time, this is Paul with Logix Magazine.